Welcome back to Space Man. So here we are in Van der Hulst Vision on another community goal. This is what it is. It's delivering, so it's a trading community goal, delivering autofabs, tantalum or superconductors to this station where I am. So I've already come here. It wasn't very far away from where I am, and I've dropped off 210 tons. Is that a lot? Probably not, since 1.6 million tons has been collected, and I'm in the top 50%, which at this point in time will get me 4.2 million. These community goals are so worthwhile. Now, it's been going for a day and a bit maybe, and tier 1, 2, 3 have already been filled. Now it looks like tier 1, 2, 3 has taken pretty much 1.7 million tons to do. I imagine to get to tier 4 you'll need to do another 2 million, 2.5, 2.5, keep going. These already at tier 3, this is a high payout. So if this carries on, it could get quite high. Now, I am not in a particularly big ship. I'm in a Cobra Mk IV, but I did trick it out to be... You gonna have to do the thing? No, cool. I did trick it out to be a trading ship, so all of the internals essentially are cargo ranks. As much as I can have. I've left that on there just because I don't care about that, because I don't need a discovery scanner, so it's not important. I did actually have here another 16 capacity cargo, but without a shield you're just... it's not good. I actually had it set out with no shield here and cargo, filled up my hold with I think it was 80 tons of... Anyway, it was like 600,000 credits worth of stuff, and on my hard points I had 3 Seeker missiles here and 2 mine launchers, and I got interdicted by an NPC and I was wiped out very quickly, which cost me about 1 million credits. I was very unhappy about that, so I've switched out to multi-cannons. I put a shield back on the trader, and this ship is also going to be my planet landing ship. Send out the SRV, pick stuff up, call the ship back, fill up the hold with various bits and bobs, and I'm going to be doing a mission to head out to the system that will get us the soon-till relics for... not her, for her, in order to get some shield generators and frameshift drive upgrades. But you need soon-till relics. You need 3 soon-till relics. Going to try and work out where you get them from. I don't think it's too far away from where I am. I'm going to send the Cobra out, get them, and I'm going to do a video on the engineers, because I haven't done anything on the engineers at all since well, since forever, time immemorial. The Dweller, I could go and do that. This one, I just need to get a load of bounties, go down there and sort that out. I should do these really, because I think I've got enough materials to get some of these things on the go. Not too bothered about power distributors. I suppose it is useful, but the FSD, definitely I'm up for that. And also the meta alloys, I mean, they're so difficult to get, in as much as difficult for an idiot like me, but that's not what we're talking about. So we are in the system where we are handing in all these things for this particular community goal, and once you're here, I made the trip from Gendy, which is where my other ship is stationed. It's not very far away. It took 3 jumps or 4 jumps. It wasn't very much. And then when you're here, what you need to do is get into the Commodities Market and look for the things that you are supposed to be delivering here. So the first one was superconductors, and over on the right it tells you on this panel here where you can get these from. So Aparnasu, Mehe, Nega, blah blah blah. And I've just been going back and forwards from here to there. They're one jump pretty much to get either superconductors, tantalum here. It's quite expensive, so you need a bit of money in order to buy these things, or autofabs. So all of these things, and you can only get them in different places. So you know, it looks like LT 1509 is one of the best places to get them. Anyway, that's what you do. You get to the you make your first run here, and then you find somewhere close by that you can just do little hops back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Now, because I've got the Cobra set out with literally nothing but cargo inside, I have 64 tons of commodities, which is great. But what you want to do is get into the missions board and look for a mission going to one of those systems that you can pick up the required items from. And if you can, you would want to use a contact here that is part of the superpower that you are with. So Morai Nobles at the bottom, they are in control. I'm cordial with them, and I can deliver 4 units of clothing to Johnson Prospect, Ipranasu. Now, it does mean landing on a planet, which is fine. People might be sent against you, which is fine. I don't really mind. I'd rather not have to land on a planet to do this, because it just takes more time. But I don't care. I'll do it. The reason why I'm trying to do missions here, and I'm not into the logging out, switching to solo play, logging back in and seeing if there are more missions, and then logging out and switching to open play and seeing if there's it's a waste of time, you know. Jesus, just play the game, or just, you know, I don't understand the point of that. I think I may have done it once, and I just thought it's just a waste of my time. It's ridiculous. So the reason why I want to pick up missions to get a little bit of extra money is because the only thing you can really buy from this station, where you have to drop everything off, is clothing or survival equipment. Now, because we are going to a surface planet, it could be an idea to take these to where we're going. However, we're actually taking clothing anyway for the mission. I think clothing is going to be required down there, so I'm going to fill up the cargo hold with clothing. It costs nothing, hardly anything. So the point is, when on one leg of the journey you can't make any money, which is a pain in the arse. On the other journey, you can make about 100,000 credits based on what you buy, pretty much. So let's do it. Let's get out there. These community missions, these community sort of things that are happening all the time, they are so useful. I just cannot stress it enough. And I've actually, landing gear, I've actually got into it quite a bit more, because, and also there are so many more players around, and you just find yourself chatting with random people. So I'm just turning the volume down on my headphones. You find yourself chatting with random people. Landing gear.
Landing gear attracted.
Just look at, you see how many players there are on the scanner. The rectangles with the black in the middles. There's so many players here. It's bloody great.
You are now clear of the station. Imperial Flight Operations Bureau.
And there we are, straight in front of us. No messing. Jump. Jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
If you get into a good rhythm, if you've got a ship that has a decent enough cargo hold, you can get into a good, within not much time, you can be making money, increasing your merchant rank, doing missions for your superpower, doing all the normal things that you would do on your day-to-day game, I suppose. It's certainly if you're a trader anyway. But you're also working towards this community goal, which is going to give you a huge financial payoff. I mean, it really is. It's going to be huge. Right, let's see if we've got this place. Don't think we do. So we can scan this as well. So we'll just take this, and then we are going to I don't know. Where the hell is it? Oh my god, please don't tell me it's 42 gabillion light years away. This is where the mission is, isn't it? Johnson Prospect. Oh my god. It's going to be around one of these planets. This is brutal. This often happens with missions. to be fair, it usually often happens with missions when you are getting paid a hell of a lot more money than what we are getting paid. However, because it is so far away, it will speed us up pretty quickly. Now, it is 42,000 light seconds away, but we'll get up to about 300 per second, so hopefully it shouldn't take us too long. So now I'm just going to have to talk about something a little bit more interesting. What I like about these goals, as I was saying, is you find yourself put into an area of space where there are so many more players, and you know, Elite Dangerous is a game that you play predominantly. I think you play it on your own. It's a very solo sort of, you know, lone commander out there doing his thing, or you play it in a wing, and I think the wing maximum is 5, and you try and do some funky things and take some interesting photos and make some interesting videos. I've seen quite a few with sorry, I was taking a sip of cognac. I've seen quite a few with people in SRVs on planet surfaces, just jumping around and boosting over each other and jumping over each other's ships and doing some quite interesting things like that. I think that is the minority of the players in the game, which can make it extremely lonely and a sort of desolate place. But you know, we all knew what the game was before we bought it. I think that's why taking part in these community goals is really, really important. You just when you're in the system where it is happening, whether it's the system where you have to kill bounty hunters, or whether you have to drop whatever goods to a specific station, you will always find, you know, way more other commanders in that system than you would do anywhere else in the game. You know, I mean, I don't know how many players are playing consecutively at any one time, but I would suggest it's always in the sort of thousands mark, I guess. I mean, Frontier would probably have the statistics on that. Whether or not they'd want to share that is a different matter. But I'm not suggesting that you're going to have particularly meaningful interactions with them, but it's just nice. I jumped into this station, actually, back where I've just come from. I jumped into Morai, which is where this community goal is, and I think I was just like faffing around and scanning something or trying to work out where the system was, and I was doing something, and there were a couple of ships just sort of hanging around the drop point where you come out of hyperspace, and I got a private message from somebody saying, "What are you up to, Cobra Commander?" And I was like, what? And he was like, what are you doing here? What do you want? And I was like, I'm just passing through. I'm just on my way. No trouble. Just doing my job. No trouble here. And he was like, oh, okay. Oh, I thought you might have been a pirate. Just checking. And I was like, no, not in this ship. I'd never be a pirate anyway. I'm only typically a bounty hunter if I do anything. I don't like, you know, it's not in my makeup to be a pirate. Although I have a mighty fine R. But that's about as far as it goes. And I have worn an eye patch in my time. The interaction was interesting. It was just nice, and people are asking you, where did you get that Cobra Mark IV? I didn't think Cobra Mark IVs were particularly rare. But obviously they must be. But I got mine in Gendi, which is a high-tech world. Pretty much any time you go to a high-tech, I think, are they still called high-tech? I can't remember. Yeah, a high-tech world. You can get, you know, the more of the ships. There's one thing about the ships that I don't understand. So the Cobra Mark IV, fine. Okay, so it looks like a big triangle. Okay, yeah. Maneuverability is like really poor. The Python, which is like huge compared to the Cobra Mark IV, looks like a big triangle, but a more pointy triangle, has, you know, like two slats off highest maneuverability. What the hell is that about? I don't understand that whatsoever. I mean, I've never bought a Third Lancer, and I don't think the Third Lancer's got particularly good maneuverability. But I've never bought an Anaconda, and the Anaconda is the ship that everybody wants. It's the ship that, you know, everybody needs to have an Anaconda. Off you go. I think it's far too maneuverable for what it is. It should turn like a fucking freight train, and I mean not at all. You know, unless it's on a like a Thomas the Tank Engine spinning plate. That'd be awesome if that was going on in space. But I just find there's some of the things they're a bit incongruent, and I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to be fixed, or if they're ever going to change, or what. But I tell you what, I do know: I am not coming back here to buy superconductors, because whilst I don't mind talking for 5 minutes about random shit, this is not what you want to do. However, as I said, the ship gets you there pretty quickly anyway, so it's not a problem. So now we are in normal distance from normal things, and we shall turn up. Now, because I've got a basic scanner, I have to wait until we're within 500. So as soon as we get close, I hope it's not on the other one. Right, this should do us. Let's see if we can pick up the planets that this thing is on. Yep. Where is it? Oh, jeez. Right, so let's just slow down here. Scan this. This is the wrong one, isn't it? It's actually the other one we need to go to, which is just, it's sort of infuriating. I could have got away. I could have. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Right, so we're going to have to. We'll submit here. Combat mode. Actually, engines. Shut up. What the fuck? I submitted. What the hell's happening? That is extremely annoying. Oh, he's harmless. Alright. Combat mode.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Slow down then. Oh my
Under
god.
attack.
It's like the slowest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Come on. There you go. Chaff.
Chaff launched.
Target shields offline.
You ain't gonna last long, buddy. Lats. Pop.
Target destroyed.
What a silly sausage. Retract hard points. Engines. See, that was actually quite cool. You know, you've got 4 most cannons, 2 level 2, 2 level 1, and then when the Seeker missile goes in, bop, off it goes. It's not so bad. Now let's just look at where we're actually supposed to be going. Nowhere. This is where we need to go. Now I'm just wondering, if we look at the system map, I always forget to do this. The system map is very, very useful. However, in this case, it is not going to help us. So there will be there has to be a planet around here somewhere, because otherwise, what the hell are we supposed to land on? I didn't know whether Super Cruise,
Frameshift drive
Super
charging.
Tom Cruise. I don't know whether it
4,
shows up.
3,
If you know what,
2,
if you know, I think it
1,
does. If you, if I'd been here before and I knew what all of the entities were in this system, I think if you look at the system map, it would show up which one you want to go to. It knows which one you want to go to. So he got another 3.2 thousand light seconds to get back where we're going. Another thing that I typically forget to do, I don't know if anybody else does this, is whenever I shoot something like that stupid idiot, I've got this ridiculously rubbish bounty, but I forget to hand them in because it's not something that I do on a regular basis. And then you have these bounties just sitting there, getting in the way, like on that screen, just getting in the way. God, get out of the way. I think it's a little bit OCD, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's actually changing in the Guardians update that's coming out soon. I think you are able to remotely hand in bounties from different areas. I'm pretty certain that's the way it's going to work. It's one of the new updates that's coming in. And the big one that people are talking about, obviously, is the ability to transport your ship immediately at some financial cost, I might add. Now that's an interesting one because it's sort of like a game breaker, isn't it? It's like a mechanic breaker. You could get into an ASP, or as I like to call it, an ASP You can climb into your ARSP, and you can very quickly navigate with a huge jump range, 40, 50 of light years in your jump range, and turn up at a place such as where we are, Morai, for doing a community goal. And then you can just quickly grab your transport ship from 500 light years away that's got a huge cargo and really ramp in the community goal. Is that fair? 12 objects. Yeah, right. Is it fair? I don't know. No, probably not. I don't think so. Right, where is our bloody thing? Right, that's where we need to go. So let's just head for that planet. Oh, still going quite quick. Okay, let's slow down, buddy. That's what we want. Where is it? Straight ahead, behind the sun. It would be, wouldn't it? Of course. Let's do a flyby. Let's. It's pretty cool. And then we're going to head to this planet and head down. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I have always thought, it's a pain in the arse that my ships are stuck where they are. But it is what it is. I mean, it's such an immersion breaker, isn't it? I mean, it's a game. I get that it's a game, fuck's sake, but I don't know. There's something not right about that. There's definitely something not right. I think they're going to try and prevent exploitation by making the cost prohibitive, I imagine, relative to it shouldn't just be relative to system size, distance from where the two systems are. I hope they take into account things like either the weight of the ship, cost in fuel that it would have took to take that ship from the 2 points, the size of the frameshift drive on the ship, all that kind of stuff. I think that's important. I really, really do. Right, so let's land on this planet. Johnson's Prospect is behind us, but it's not behind us, it's behind the planet. Awesomely, it's going to be in the dark, which is going to be a pain in the dark. So let's just sort of fly around as best we can. Get into orbital cruds. Okay.
Orbital flight engaged.
Just see it. Let's try not to fuck this up, because I often do. Oh, this man. Lights. Lights.
Whatever.
Thank you. Right, so let's get into city mode. It's annoying because I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just having to look at the scanner. So 190 odd. Right, let's have a look. Don't go down too far. Let's slow down. Where is it? Now I should be able to glide to this now. Oh my god, it's above me. Gone too far. So we're in a glide now, and it's behind me. So let's see how we do with this. As I've always said, I am an ace pilot. So let's glide that way. Fuck it, let's just glide. Oh my god, I'm gliding the wrong way. Jesus. Don't complete the glide. Don't complete the glide! Yeah, you complete the glide, and we are absolutely fucking miles away. So it's way over there. Cool! So let's get back up. Super cruise, and let's try and do that a little bit better. Not into the darkness. See, this is the problem about landing on planets. It's a fucking pain in the ass.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Cute. Let's just get up. Come on. Let's get up a bit. Let's just get up out of drop zone so we can do another glide. Hey, 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 hey. Double gliding. And let's get there. Right. That's good. Speed up. Speed up. Speed up. Now, it's saying that we're getting farther away from it because we're going relatively directly away from the planet. Now we are not. We are going relatively directly towards it again, I hope. Where the fuck has it gone? Fuck me, this is winding me up. I bet it's right behind us. Oh, seriously? Right, there it is. there she blows. So let's get a bit closer. Right, fuck it, let's just glide now. That should be glidable. Perfect gliding conditions. Thank you. Right, now give us a glind up. I cannot see Julian fucking Pennyworth. We are gliding like legends. Love that sound. It's like creaky Johnson. Well, no, it's Johnson Prospect. But you just sort of, it's quite funny because it's quite twitchy, the controls. It's very good. It's good actually. Like it. Now, saying we're going down quite quick, so let's straighten up. No, it's not, you rat bastard. That'll do. Close enough. We get some boostage. Looks like quite a big settlement, actually. I'm looking forward to coming down and doing some more planet stuff. It really is. When you're out and about on the planet, it is brilliant. It's great. Now, do I have to spin around on that, or is it the front way? Who knows? Let's try not to just crash into... Right, I think it's the other way around. So I can see all of those landing bays are open for business. So I'm going to fly past. Boost past. Let's get a little bit further away. That should do us. I'm going to slow down a bit to turning speed. Then we're going to turn. Not hit the ground, please. Not hit the ground. Yeah, alright.
Visual required. Your heading is good.
Thank you. There we are. This is good. We're coming in. That's right. It was the other way around, so that's good. Typically, on these, on the sort of installations, you just look for the sort of blast furnace-y bit, blast furnace, whatever it's called, the sort of engine, the bit at the front there, the black bit, fuck's sake. Landing gear. That's what I'm saying. The bit at the front. This is a big landing pad, I think.
Landing gear deployed.
Make any difference? We are in. You see this thing about planets? Yeah, but landing on them. The pain, especially for a useless knob jockey like me. Right, so let's hand this stuff in. Yep, don't forget that, because that would just be an annoyance factor of 90. So we're going to go to the missions board and hand in what we've got, which is deliver these clothings. Done. And we get superpowers. This is the same thing about what we're saying. Always try and get your superpower up. I'm trying to get up to be able to get a clipper. I'm master rank 35. I got a long way to go to get that shit back up there. Wow, there are a load of missions here. What the hell? So now, because we've got so much clothing on us, we need to look and see if anybody else wants any clothing. And of course, nobody does. So there's nothing else for us to do here but sell it. Now, is there anything going back to Morai? Not by the looks of things. No. So we go straight to commods, sell up our clothing. I mean, it's almost not worth it. It's a meager profit, which barely costs the repair costs, and then we buy what we need. They have a gabillion amount of superconductors, so that'll do us. We'll make pretty much for 400 plus on those. Let's just see what else they got of the things we need. They have thallium as well. That we're going to make more on, probably. It's actually tantalum we want. So yeah, not so good. Not really bothered about that. And they don't have the other. So I say we go with what we said we were going to go with, which was superconductors. Actually, 300 difference there. Tantalum. Do you know what? We're going to tantalize it. Tantallation stations.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Damn tootin'. That's all we need to do here. There is nothing to do. Can't hand that in because it is the system we're in. So we literally bug the hell out. Spin us around, get us up. It takes so long to get here, so quick to leave. Landing gear.
Ship released. You may depart when ready.
Landing gear retracted.
And we head almost 90 degrees away from the planetary surface. And then we super crits out. Super cruise.
Frameshift drive
Oh,
charging.
come on, the escape vector was almost poor forked.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Zorb. Now, again, as I said, I would not. If you're trying to do these community goals back and forwards, going to planetary surface places is not the way to do it. Don't do it. It is no good. What's that there? You see that black dot? I'm going to look at it. Look at that black dot there. I wonder what that is. Let me see. I'll put the. What's that there? Look. What's that? It might be just a thing, but it looks like a thing. Oh, it's sort of disappeared. What the hell? Right, let's get back to where the hell on earth we're meant to be going. Morai. Where is it? Of course, it's behind the planet. Are we able to get there? Yes, jump. Jump.
Frameshift drive
Boost.
charging.
Now you can do these runs a lot quicker than what I've just done. Obviously, I was trying to maximize how much money I can make on each sort of journey, if you like, leg of the journey.
4, 3,
Key is to
1. Engage.
have a ship that you can have as much cargo space in as possible. The Cobra Mk IV is very good for that. What's the other one? Is it the keelback that's like a trader version of the Diamondback? Is it? He says unknowingly. I can't bloody remember, to be honest. It's something. But we'll head back here and we will hand these in. Hopefully we won't get interdicted. But I have to say, being interdicted when you have the ability with your 4 multi-cannons and the missiles, as long as it was an adder, okay, he was harmless, fair enough. You can take your, pay your money to take your chances. You can make the decision on what you want to do. It might be. I mean, I don't know how quickly I'll be able to get away in this ship. It's not the fastest of ships. I always forget that I boost away, and I think, brilliant, I'm boosting away. But the NPC will just boost after you, and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Didn't I? Has anybody got my dinner? Sometimes I think that. But I think the important thing is you can make a lot of money. You don't need to do too much. Similar with the combat ones, you really don't. What people do is they turn up in a Viper with 12 tons of cargo space, drop off 12 tons of the stuff, and they know they're just going to get a payout, and it's worth them doing that because even the minimum Michael Finnegan payout is a lot. Well, it is 200,000 credits. Even if you just do that, it's worth that for 200,000 credits. That 200,000 credits minimum will go up as the tiers increase, as the community deliver more shiznits to Van der Hulst Vision's pockets. Magic pockets, I would suggest. So I'm going to keep doing this. I'm trying to get into the top 25 because the difference in how much manjos you get is pretty extensive. Okay, it's actually only a little bit more, but it's still better than a pig sitting on your feet. I've got a lisp. Pigs always sit everywhere. What else are they going to sit on? They're going to sit on your feet. They're not very tall. So I'm sort of getting back into these community goals. I like them a lot. And I also like, the other thing about them is that they drive the story, you know, the overall lore and the story and the canon and the background of the universe that we're all playing in as one, which I find drop now. Fuck you, stupid ship. What's the point? What is the point of voice attack if you don't attack my voice? Which way is that going? Right, let's go there. You know, they drive the story along. It's all stuff about Empire versus Federation. You know, it's just something a little bit more interesting for, you know, let's be honest, it can be a fairly dull experience. So anything that makes it a little bit more interesting, I'm all up for. I wish there was somewhere you could contact other players and say, look, I'm a trader, in game, I mean, not like on a forum or something else, in game, where you can say, look, I'm a trader, I want to do a big run, do you want to come wing up and I'll give you a cut of the profits, but just protect me when all the shit goes south. But there isn't a way of easily doing that, which is a shame. You should be able to leave contracts and stuff. Landing gear in 42. That's a fucking good landing pad, isn't it? That's awesome. What the fuck did that ship come from? That was weird. What the hell just happened there? What was that? What the hell? Stop. Landing gear.
Landing gear not deployed.
Yes, I know. Landing gear. Landing gear. You are a fucking cock. Fucking hell, it's put me all...
Landing gear deployed.
You reckon? It's put me all all over the place now. Right, we're in. So that ship, that was like an Imperial cutter or something, just like scything through the middle of the station. Now, we're going to handle this in, but I don't think this is going to happen, but it's worthwhile doing just to see what happens. Now, we are going to just see if anybody wants any tantalum here. See, they have bromellite. They want bromellite. They want methane clathrate. They don't want anything else. So we can go straight to the commodities market. Tantalum, how much are we going to make on it? Probably more than... There we go. We're almost making 1,000. Exactly 1,000. I didn't say it. I just said it. I mean, I just said it. I didn't say it. I just said it. So 64,000 creds for doing the community goal. That's going to give you big old wedge. This will go up. It's not going to go up now because there's a little bit of a delay. So we'll be on 300 odd tons. It's going to be good. Either way, I'm pretty much guaranteed, unless you know shit goes crazy, a good old wedge. Top 4 commanders, 16.8 million. If that gets way up, the tier gets higher. That's going to be worth a lot of money. Anyway, that is a brief sort of look at what is going on with those community goals, the trading goals. Get in there. They're fun. They really are good to get involved in, and when you're in the system where other players are all doing the same thing, whack your comms on. I will do it when it stops telling me to stand by. I love that standby thing. It's the best thing ever. You only see it maybe, you know, like 70% of the time you play the game. Yeah, so make sure you fill out as much as you can with your cargo. I'm sure there are other ships that are better for this than the Cobra Mk IV. In fact, of course there are. I do want to actually have a look at getting a Type 6. Can't afford a Type 7, but that's big. And if you think that a size 4, where are the internals? Size 4 internal here on the internals is a 16 size cargo. A size 5 would be a 32, and a size 6 would be a 64. So immediately you've got a, just using the, you would want a shield somewhere in there, but if you did not have a shield, 2 64s, 128, another 64, another, I can't work that out, 64, and then 2 little 8s. You know, you would use these 2 for something else, I'm imagining, but you could have, you know, that's a whack of space. That's good. That's quite a lot. I think you can make quite a bit of money doing trading. You can definitely do trades that are better than 1,000 per trade. I haven't quite got there yet. I'm going to buy one of these soon, and then we're going to go and do the Soon Till Relic pickup and do that. I'll plan that pretty sharpish, actually. That's going to happen. But there you go. Get involved in the community goals because they rock the Casbah. Ta-ta.